The last property that we're going to take a look at under the particle animator is Autodestruct. Now, what is Autodestruct going to do?
Well, it's going to make sure that your particles, after they've all been emitted, it will destroy the particle system itself.
That's right. It's a great way to pull that out of memory once you're finished with it.
Right.
So what we're going to do to demonstrate this is a couple of things. We're going to go back up to our ellipsoid particle emitter, and we're going to activate one shot, which takes all of our particles and just fires them all at once. Now, you don't necessarily have to do this. You could use animation to pull down the emission rate down to 0. There's all kinds of ways you can make a particle system stop emitting. You could even have a script that just reaches up to the emit property and just turn it off that way. Either way, what Autodestruct is going to do, it's going to notice when your particle system is no longer emitting particles, and after all of the existing particles are dead, it'll destroy the particle system itself. Now, that's going to be a little tricky to see. We could see the example of it. Let me do a couple of changes to our setup, though. This one little puff of particles is cool, but not that cool. So let's take local velocity. We'll set it to 0. I'll take random velocity and set it to 3 by 3 by 3 in all directions. So now we get like this nice outward explosion. And then just for the fun of it, we'll take our force and set that to -3 in y, so we get a little bit of a downward pull. So it's almost like a firework effect, right? Now, if I was to just hit play, we're just firing that off over and over and over again. If, however, we were to activate Autodestruct and hit play, we only see it once and never again. As a matter of fact, if you're paying attention over here inside the hierarchy view, the particle system itself disappeared and was no longer visible. And I can prove it. Let's go ahead and name this so it's no longer just named GameObject. We'll call this particle system. Yeah, it's a little repetitive, but that's okay. So now when I hit play, if we take a look over inside the hierarchy view, particle system gets crushed down, and you'll notice inside of it, that particle system within it is now gone. Now, to really show this off, what I'm going to do is take our existing particle system, we'll go to create, and I'm going to make a sphere. And I'm going to parent that sphere to the actual particle system itself. So if I was to grab our particle setup and move it, you'll see the sphere comes along. The two are parented together. Now watch what happens when I hit play. We see the sphere, and the sphere gets deleted. I know it's really quick, but we only have that one quick puff of particles, so they don't live very long. If I really wanted to give you an extra moment to see that, an easy way to do it would be to take the overall energy of our particles and just increase that. Let's just say 3 seconds. And now our particles will live for much longer, and that'll give us plenty of time to watch that sphere disappear, because it is parented to our system. So once again, Autodestruct is just going to make sure that once all of the particles in a system are expended, that the particle system itself is removed from memory. Very handy for things like explosions or
bullet hits,
yeah,
things like that.
Anything that's going to be a temporary effect in the scene and then back out again so it's no longer calculated, you want to make sure Autodestruct is on. And that'll wrap things up for this video. Thank you for watching.